Dear students, welcome to 9th standard English class. Today in this class, I am going to take poem number 1, Upagupta. The poem Upagupta was written by Rabindranath Tagore. Rabindranath Tagore was born in 7th May 1861. He was a great poet, writer, composer, philosopher and also painter. He got the Nobel Prize in Literature. He was died on 7th August 1941. One of his famous poem is Upagupta. Before we study the poem, let's see the introduction. This poem is about the story of a Buddhist monk Upagupta, a disciple of Lord Buddha, and the dancing girl of Mathura, Vasavadatta. Vasavadatta was a famous and beautiful dancing girl. She was proud of her beauty, youth, and her wealth. Upagupta was an ascetic, an epitome of kindness, wisdom, and selflessness. One dark night while walking, Vasavadatta stumbles over the body of Upagupta, who was sleeping on the dusty ground. So what we have known it is, Upagupta was a follower or disciple of Lord Buddha. So this is Lord Buddha, we all know about him. This is the picture it has given in your textbook, Buddha and Angulimala. So it shows the kindness, wisdom, selflessness, smiley face, soft way of talking of Gautama Buddha. It changes the cruel mind of Angulimala. He was a cruel man living in the forest and he was killed so many peoples in that time. So because of Buddha he changed his mind. So it is the story we all know in the previous classes. So this is Upagupta and one dancing girl named Vasavadatta. So she was very beautiful and she was proud of her beauty, youth and her wealth also. But Upagupta was a kind man, wisdom, he leading a simple life. One day what happened? One dark night, while walking, Vasavadatta stumbled over the body of Upagupta. He was sleeping on the dusty ground. Let's see what happened after she stumbled over the body of Upagupta in the poem. This is the place of Mathura. It is in Uttar Pradesh. Let's see the poem. Upagupta, the disciple of Buddha, lay asleep on the dust by the city wall of Mathura. Lamps were all out, doors were all shut, and stars were all hidden by the murky sky of August. So in the beginning of the poem, they have given where he was sleeping. He was sleeping on the dust by the city wall of Mathura. Who was sleeping? Upagupta was sleeping. That was the night time. It shows the lamps were all out, no light. Doors were all shut. The doors were closed in every houses. And stars were all hidden by the murky sky of the August. So that is the month of August. And the sky was murky, means a cloudy and dark sky. No stars. We could not see the stars on that time. On the sky, the cloudy sky or the murky sky. Whose feet were those tinkling with anklets, touching his breast of a sudden? He woke up startled, and the light from the woman's lamp struck his forgiving eyes. So what happened in the second paragraph? They're describing the anklets, sound of the anklets. Anklet means wearing for the ankle. The ladies wearing that anklets for their ankle. Tinkling sound. The sound of anklets touching his breast of a sudden. Whose breast? Upagupta's breast. Means that dancing girl stumbled over the body on the breast of Upagupta. He woke up startled. Startled means sudden surprised. Extremely surprised. He woke up startled. And the light from a woman's lamp struck his forgiving eyes. Lights. Who holded that light? the woman, the Vasavadatta woman, she holded that lamp that struck his forgiving eyes. So he excused her. It was the dancing girl, starred with jewels, wearing a pale blue mantle, drunk with the wine of her youth. She lowered her lamp and saw the young face, austerely beautiful. So what happened? Who was that girl? A dancing girl named Vasavadatta, starred with jewels. So shining like stars. Starred means shining like stars while wearing the jewels on her. Wearing a pale blue mantle. She wore the mantle, a cloak, loose cloak wearing in that period, and drunk with the wine of her youth. So means she was very beautiful. She has a youthfulness. She lowered her lamp. She holded a lamp. She lowered that and saw the young face, austerely beautiful. And she saw the face of that young man, that is Upagupta. It was very beautiful. So this is the picture of anklet. This is the Vasavadatta and Upagupta. That is the mantle wearing in that period. Forgive me, young ascetic, said the woman. Graciously come to my house. The dusty earth is not fit bed for you. The young ascetic answered, Woman, go on your way. So what happened? She asked the excuse. Forgive me, forgive her, said the woman. Graciously come to my house. Again she asked him to go to her house. The dusty earth is not fit bed for you. She told that he was sleeping on the dusty land, is it? It was not a suitable bed for him. So she asking him to go to her house. The young ascetic answered, Woman, go on your way. But he refused to go to her house. So he said that, Woman, go on your way. He did not agree to go to her house because he was leading a simple life. When the time is ripe, I will come to you. So he said that when the time will come, I will come to you, like that. Suddenly, the black night showed its teeth in a flash of lightning. So what happened in that dark black night? It shows the flash of lightning. It shows like a teeth. The storm growled from the corner of the sky, and the women trembled in fear of some unknown danger. So what happened in that time? Suddenly a lightning, flash of lightning came on the sky. It was the what? She feared with a tremble. Why? Because something danger will happen in the future, like that. So that is the lightning. A year has not yet passed. It was evening of a day in April, in spring season. The branches of wayside trees were full of blossom. Gay notes of the flute came floating in the warm spring air from afar. So what happened? A year has not yet passed. It was evening of a day in the April. So when he met in the month of August, is it? Then it is the month of April. It is the season of spring season. The branches of wayside trees were full of blossom. It looks very beautiful. Gay notes of the flute came floating in the warm spring air from afar. So happy notes of the flute sound, it came floating in the warm spring air from far. This is the blossom in the spring season we can see on the trees. And also the flute sound, happy notes of the flute sound also came floating in the warm spring air from afar in that day. It was the day of April and also the spring season. Upagupta passed through the city gates and stood at the base of the rampart. Was that a woman lying at his feet in the shadow of the mango grove? So what happened? Upagupta passed through that Mathura city gates. So what happened? And stood at the base of the rampart. So he stood, rampart means a high wide wall of earth built around the castle or the town. So it is a wide wall on the earth. So he stood on that rampart. Was that woman lying at his feet in the shadow of the mango grove? So what happened? At his feet in the shadow of a mango grove, so a woman was lying in that day. So that is the mango grove, means a group of trees, orchard of the mangoes. Who was that woman? Struck with the black pestilence, her body spotted with sores of smallpox. She was hurriedly driven away from the town to avoid her poisonous contagion. The ascetic sat by her side, took her head on his knees. So what happened? Who was there on the rampart under the shadow of the mango grove? That was a woman having with the black pestilence her body spotted with sores of smallpox. So what happened on her body? The smallpox. She was hurriedly driven away from the town. Why she was driven away? Because of to avoid her poisonous contagion, because it will spread in that town. That's why they are driven away her. The ascetic sat by her side, took her head on his knees. Who? The Upagupta. Who was sleeping? The lady is Vasavadatta. And moistened her lips with water. So what he did? He gave her water to drink and smeared her body with sandal balm. Then what he did? He applied the sandal balm over her body. Who are you, merciful one? Asked the woman. So that woman asked him who he was. The time at last has come to visit you, and I am here, replied the young ascetic. So before he told her that when the time will ripe, I will come to you, like that. Is it? Now, in that time, he said that sentence, the time at last has come to visit you, and I am here. I came to you. I came to see you. The time also came now to see you, he replied the young ascetic Upagupta. So this is the poem about the Upagupta. Let's see the summary of the poem. The poem is about the story of a Buddhist monk Upagupta, a disciple of Lord Buddha, and the dancing girl of Mathura, Vasavadatta. Upagupta, a disciple of Buddha, goes from one place to another. Is it? Once while he is sleeping in a small town called Mathura, a dancing girl wakes him up and invites to her home. What she did? She stumbled over the body of Upagupta. He woke up startled, and she invited him to go to her house because that dusty bed, it was not suitable for him to sleep like that. She requested him to go to her room, but he refuses. He did not agree to go with her. Upagupta refuses but tells her that he would visit her when the time is ripe. Year later, Upagupta finds the dancing girl lying on the ground outside the town. having sores all over the body. So that was the spring season, full of blossom, the wayside trees and the happy notes of the flute sound. And it was a spring season. It was so beautiful. But what happened? In the outside the town, what happened? She felt Upagupta finds lying on the ground, having sores all over her body. She is driven away from the town. He gives her water and applies balm on her body. The woman asks who he is. Upagupta replies, now the time has come to visit you and I am here. So this is the poem of Upagupta written by Rabindranath Tagore. Dear students, I hope you all got this poem. Answer the following questions. First one, who was the writer of the poem Upagupta? Why did Upagupta wake up startled? Why do you think the ascetic did not accept the invitation of the dancing girl? How is the spring season described in the poem? Dear students, try to answer all these questions. Thank you.